A Double-A manager addresses these young men. It is their first game as a professional.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Opening night here in this brand new season between the Corpus Christi Hooks and the Arkansas Travelers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Ray Fuentes gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Harold, what do you got?
Well, Matt, he's got 5 pitches, and I mean, they're all good. He throws them for strikes. He dominates. He mixes speeds up. I asked him one day, what's your best pitch? And he told me all 5.
Digging in now, Raul mondesi.
Right fielder, Raul mondesi.
Drive that pitch, huh?
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
He has been aggressive in this inning. 0-2 on this hitter. The first 2 outs were recorded quick because he came right after the hitter. I don't think that changes right now either. He's going to continue to be aggressive to this hitter as well.
Come on, baby. See you drive it.
1-2. Here it comes. And it's to 2-2 now. With
any way you can. Here we go.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On now to the bottom of the second. And we striding in once again. Raul mondesi comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Hey, so you didn't drive it here.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. The 0-1. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. It seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
Ortiz is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Digging in for his second at bat, Craig Robinson. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Robinson.
Hey, the play's at 2. Let's roll it up now.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. This is popped up. Stovall has a play, 1 away. Digging in to try it again, Raul mondesi. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Hey, here we go. You got this.
Line towards center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning.
Take a look around.
And that right there was his first Double-A base hit. I would imagine he's got to feel pretty good about that.
I'm sure he does, Matt. A lot of guys never get to Double-A baseball, and even though this isn't the end goal for him, it's always nice to get on the stat sheet as you move up through the minors.
Ready once again, Billy Barden. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Now here's a line drive, and this is going to get down for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
That's how quickly things can change in this crazy game. The pitcher was upset about the call on the previous pitch, which could have been strike three. Then he serves up one for a double. Good example of why you have to have a short memory in this game. You let those things get to you, and oftentimes they lead to more mistakes.
How about
Get
him?
on for us. Here we
Left
go.
fielder, Pedro Rodriguez.
Hey, you like your can up there, huh? Let it rip right here. We need you.
And this one misses for ball four. And now that'll load him up here with nobody out. Ready for another shot now. Rob Gerald, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Gerald.
Bases loaded here, nobody out.
Hey, get your pitch up there, kid. Let's go now.
Hit back up the middle, reined in. There's one on to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Stepping in and ready for another shot,
Leading
Raul
off for Corpus
Mondesi.
Christi.
He'll start things
Right
out
fielder,
here in a tie ball
Raul
game.
Mondesi.
And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, get your pitch. Let's go.
Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch. Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the 9th, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4 the final tally. Number 64 claims the win out of the pen, his first. Luis Mendez wraps it up for the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Time for game 2 of the regular season between the Corpus Christi Hooks and the Arkansas Travelers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Rod Watson, the right-hander from Canada, will be the starting pitcher. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Settling in now, Raul mondesi, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way, and a foul pop behind the plate. Estrada is there now as he makes the catch, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Hooks are out in front here, 2-0. Now at the plate, Sergio Gonzalez. He'll start things out in the home half of the first.
Designated hitter, Sergio Gonzalez.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Mondesi looking up. Gone to lead off the inning. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. First home run of the campaign for him. As they cut the lead in half, it's 2-1 now.
Well, it's one thing to make a mistake pitch and have a guy blast one for a homer. In that case, you know it's your fault. But here, he just barely gets enough of it to the opposite field, and it's gone. Great swing and all, but as a pitcher, that's a tough one to swallow.
Now at the plate, Lou Ortiz.
Batting 7, center fielder, Lou Ortiz.
The pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Mondesi is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Nothing doing here this half. We've played 2 full. The Hooks lead it 3-1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Raul mondesi. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Mondesi.
Hey, have a rip like you can. Here you go.
And he runs it in on him and gets him to swing through it for strike 1. Third inning here, 3-1 our score. High in the air out to center field. Ortiz is there. 2 gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Striding in once again, Ronald Gutierrez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Hey, we got 1.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Popped up. Reed is there. 2 down. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Raul mondesi, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Hey, like you can up there, huh?
Come on, baby. Get your pitch up. Stay through. Let's go.
First pitch on its way. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. From the belt, the pitch. And this one's in the dirt.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch.
And prior to the 0-2, a move to first. Just keeping him close. Here's the 0-2. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And he'll make it into scoring position. Ready for another chance. Lou Ortiz. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound, and quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the fifth, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Digging in once again, Raul mondesi.
Right
no
fielder.
hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Big curveball swung on and missed. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Digging in to try it again, Jonathan Raul. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Skied into straightaway right. Mondesi over to his left, and that's the first out of the inning. Ready for another shot now, Sergio Gonzalez, and with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at bat.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit, but if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Now the 0-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Mondesi going back on it, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. And the run will score all the way from first. It's now a 4-2 game.
I guess that's what you call a one-man gang. Blasted a home run earlier in the game and gets the double this time around. If he can get a little help from his friends, they could do some serious damage.
Stepping up to the plate, Raul mondesi, looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
Take something off, but it's 1-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and no one will get this one.
That's a good pitch right there, right on the corner with the fastball. Good job to foul it away with 2 strikes, though.
Again, he sends it out of play. Here he comes again, 1-2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Ortiz moves over, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Ready once again, Raul mondesi trying to avoid the dreaded hat trick here. He's 0 for 5 all told. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Hey, get your pitch up there and do something with it. Let's go.
Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Hey, let her rip, let her rip.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. 1 out, nobody on. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last two were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustment. Yeah, and that's a sweet win, especially on the road. They took the lead in the top of the 13th and held onto it in the bottom to secure this win.
This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4 the final tally. Darren Barone claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap here tonight. Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show.